What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mike. If you have not seen any of my videos, go check out the last videos too. I see you guys out here on these channels. Go ahead and check out the last video too, please. I do appreciate it. But look, this video specifically is gonna be on the Libras. Now this video can be for everybody, right? Because I typically just talk about a lot of life things too. So if you guys know anybody that's a Libra or things like that, and you want to just share the video, it can be pretty much, it's pretty general, right? But specifically, we're gonna be trying to direct it to the Libras, right? So we have gratitude. So the first one came up for you guys, gratitude. Just be grateful, and it's funny that it came up first because that's the first thing you should do in the morning. You'd be grateful that you woke up. Anything else after that is something extra, right? Anything like this could be even the things that we consider mandatory, like a house, transportation, all that stuff is extra as far as life goes, right? You wake up in the morning, if you have life, you have everything, right? So consider that, and I promise you, anything you obtain within that day or within your life will be so much better. Like, you would enjoy it so much more. That dopamine that when you first got that object, or you first got your new apartment or whatever, will consistently be there, and that excitement will consistently maintain itself, is because you know that you woke up this morning, you're grateful for it. And then moving forward, you're grateful for every little blessing that was granted to you, right? Because remember, they grant you life itself. And it takes a life to create a car. So when you look at it that way, it's different. Believe in your good luck, right? Believe that anything's possible. Have belief, right? Have a belief system. I mean, if you don't do anything on this earth, at least have a belief system. At least have a system to where you're in the struggle position and you don't know what to do next. At least you can start to manifest something great. I mean, we can manifest something negative, right? We can talk about something negative and it happens, so why not talk about something great? There's a no-brainer, right? So believe in things to come. Believe that anything's possible. Have faith. Doesn't matter how big something is, it's possible if you connect yourself with the right people and you get around the right things and you educate yourself with the right information. But like I said, be grateful for the little things you have as well. Because once you're grateful for little things, the big things just come naturally. You know what I mean? And you're just great. You become more grateful, and it all just wraps you in, right? Prayers, right? Praying is a huge thing because you want to pray to somebody. I mean, or something, or pray for something, or you know what I mean? Be thankful. Just pray, even if you don't necessarily know what to pray for. Just thank the higher power for you even being around, for giving you another day, another breath, things like that. Because there's a lot of people that need to wake up this morning. There's a lot of people that's not going to wake up tomorrow, right? And I don't want to say that in a negative way, but that's just how it is. Like, we know people die every day. We know people are born every day. So with every death comes rebirth. So we got to look at things like that way to remind ourselves why we should be grateful, right? And we're human. We're going to make mistakes. It is what it is. But the main thing is to try to avoid thinking that way as much as possible. Try to avoid being ungrateful and things like that, right? Love does not miss his way home. Those led by love will never lose their way. So this is an indication of like a passion in a journey, right? I understand you get good at something and you become passionate about it. I understand that concept. But what I do want people to understand is, unless you're passionate about something, unless you have a passion for it, or you actually generally find yourself loving that craft, and if what you're doing it for, like me, I do videos to help you guys, right? Or to, to make sure everybody's, energy's looking all nice and sharp. And I try to do them early in the morning so I can get them to you guys before you go to work or before you do whatever when I say work, do whatever you do in your day, right? I'm not saying you guys got to have specifically a 9 to 5. I'm not saying all that. I'm just saying that's what I do it for. Early in the morning, get it out there. I feel better. You feel better. We're all good. We're having a good day. It also brings financial income and freedom and all the other stuff as far as doing YouTube goes too. You guys already know this. So, but I do want to mention, because I'm able to have a passion for it, I can continuously do it. I could do this much videos a day. Y'all see I'm doing every zodiac sign there is every day. It is what it is, right? But because if I didn't have passion for it, I wouldn't be doing it. I'd probably do like 3 or 4. Because when I was first starting, I really wasn't into it. And I'd do like a 1 or 2, whatever. But now I'm really picked up passion, and I've wanted to do all videos. So I'm like, might as well get everybody, because then I can help everybody, right? So I think that's my biggest thing, is focus on the principles of it, and You're never going to lose your way. You're never going to feel like, even when things don't like go the way they're supposed to, like my laptop might buffer or whatever, I just continue it. You know what I mean? Like, it's something about finding that passion, that thing within that journey that you're doing, and you just don't even quit. You don't even think about it. You're just like, all right, cool, just keep going. You know what I mean? So just find things that you're really passionate about, or try to refrain from doing things, even though whatever you're doing. Like me, I'm on YouTube, right? But I can't do, no disrespect, but I can't do certain, I'm not even going to name drop things, because I can't do certain things. I just can't do certain things. I don't want to put them in a bad light, but I just can't do certain things because that's not my character. So I'm not, and I enjoy watching certain videos, but I personally couldn't do them. You know what I mean? Not saying they're bad or good, but I just could not do them. So I refrain from doing them just because of the fact that, yeah, you could receive financial gain from it, but what if I don't necessarily want to do it? Then I'm just forcing myself. Then I might as well go work somewhere where I don't want to work and just do the same thing then. You know, the whole point of doing this is to get freedom and to do things that I want to do. And I like speaking. I like to educate. I like to read books. I like to give you guys information. I like to speak to you guys. So it's 10 times better to earn a living from something you genuinely want to do than earn a lot of money from something you never would have done if you didn't have that money. You know what I mean? So I think that is what my point was with this whole situation. Riz, right? Now there's going to be two meanings. Riz, meaning like the riz that you gain, you might have a potential lover, depending on your situation. If nobody's came up to you, you didn't have no strings attached with nobody, you know what I mean? If there was no possibility this could be for that, disregard what I just said. But if there is a situation involving, on another note, if there's a situation involving, you might have riz from your situations. You could look at it that way too. You just went through the terriblest situation with your family member. You got kicked out of the house, but for some miraculous reason, you was able to find yourself a nice, decent job, get yourself back on your feet, get your an apartment, save up for a car, got a down payment on a new home. So you rose above your trials and tribulations, right? So that's what it could also mean. Depending on your situation, use your discretion. If it's something to do with a lover, you feel like somebody that you met a long time ago has come back in your life, they've been texting your phone, and you've been thinking about them, they've been thinking about you, you guys had a really good connection, but because of situations, you might have distanced yourself, maybe y'all moved away from each other because of financial situations, your parents moved or something. So that could be an indication of somebody bringing you roses, or it could be an indication of, like I said, if you've rose above your trials and tribulations, right? So this is just confirmation for you guys if that is true, right? Let me know in the comment section below if it resonates with you specifically, right? Talk less, feel more. Also came out for the Libras. Make sure that you guys are not just, I know that's what I'm doing. This is my profession, or I wouldn't say profession because that's where people will get tactical. Like, did you go to school for it? I didn't, but neither did the first doctor, right? The very first doctor just kind of figured it out, right? And then obviously we learn from each other's mistakes. So, which is pretty cool that I just thought about that. But look, regarding the, feel, talk less, feel more, I'm talking, but I'm doing a video, right? Which means after the video, I edit it and I upload it. That's called doing stuff. You know what I mean? I'm currently shuffling cards. I'm not just like over here talking to my wife like, yo, I'm about to do a video. Yeah. And then I never even get to do the video. I used to do that. I used to be like, man, I used to be like, yo, I'm going to do these 12 videos. Or, you know, but I never got around to doing it because I'll procrastinate. I'll be on my phone. I'll play in it, but then I'll just go on YouTube or something. No, I don't do that, you know, and I feel a lot better. You know, as tempting as it is to just sit there and watch YouTube videos, I'm not trying to do that because I got to go too. I got just like they got to go, I got to go too. And you got to go too. So if I'm preventing you from doing your go, you might as well not even watch this right now. But hopefully this does help you guys out. Hopefully you're already watching, so you might as well finish your video. Let me not say that, right? Make sure you guys finish your video. But look, I promise you I'm going to be speaking some good stuff to you guys. But like I said, talk less, feel more. Stop, not saying stop, but prevent yourself from talking too much about what you're going to do and just start the task, see what happens. And you could speak on it as you're going along the journey, right? You guys, I don't know what it is you guys got to start businesses. I don't know what it is, right? You got to go to work. I don't know. But just get the job done. You know, get the job at hand done. Plan for the future. And go with it that way. Everything will work itself out. What else we have for the Libras? All right, so we have him, right? Anytime I speak on this, I do have to give a reminder. Your home is your sanctuary, so make sure that you're not inviting any negative drama. If you know people is like that, they say no honor amongst thieves. So if you know people steal, just because they're your cousin or your friend or whatever, don't mean they ain't gonna steal from you. There ain't no honor amongst somebody that steals from somebody else. So just remember that when it comes on to bringing people in your house, bringing energies, if you feel like this person, all they do is nag and then talk about toxic, I'm not bringing that person in my house. I'm sorry, because if you talk about somebody else, you're gonna talk about me. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind. That's all I really have to say for this card specifically. Yeah, your home. You can make any place your home. Don't even feel like because you have to downsize because you want to save some money. Don't feel like, oh, I was crazier that place. No, man, just a customize. You know, we're humans. We learn to adapt. There's people that live in Alaska. There's people that live in Canada. There's people that live, I just gave two of these same examples. There's people that live in Alaska. There's people that live in Texas, right? We're all human. Somebody can move from Alaska to Texas, vice versa, right? We learn to adapt, right? So just adapt to your home and make sure your home is your sanctuary. So make sure you're not bringing any of that negative drama, negative people, and all of that in your surroundings, right? It's one thing I like about this mic too, because if I like have to bend down to still talk, I can still communicate with you guys, which is funny because I was looking for this mic. We have wooden can. This is going to be the last message for you guys. The symbol represents the qualities of femininity. So this could be like, okay, if you're a female, right, you're going to be building your quality, or you need to be building your quality. You need to make sure you're not, like I said, you're not getting involved with people that you know their background. You know what they're into. You know this stuff. I don't care how much money somebody makes. If they're doing it and it's not something that you feel like it's good, if it comes with more risk in anything, I'm not going to name drop any item or any career choice. If it comes with more risk than anything, you probably don't need it. If it prevents you from obtaining your freedom, if whatever they're doing means that they could potentially lose their freedom, lose their life, not worth it. You know what I mean? You don't have life, you don't have nothing. You know what I mean? You don't have nothing. So once we focus on the principles and the morals that we want to obtain by, we can make anything financially freedom. We can sell toothpicks to millions of people in the world. There's a toothpick company that makes millions of dollars a year. So let's not worry about money right now. Let's worry about the principles and the morals to stand by, so that we know that can avoid us from really being in. We think we ain't got it now. What if you lose your freedom? What if you lose your life? You know what I mean? So let's look at it that way. For my feminines, for my females out there. For my masculines, if you guys want to date somebody, look at the qualities in the female, right? Make sure that you guys are observing, seeing where her head's at, all of that good stuff, right? Also with you, make sure my masculines, I know it's tempting to go out there and do something you ain't supposed to do, but you're like, I just got to get this money. I understand that, bro. I completely understand that, but listen, it's way better to be homeless and work from the bottom to the top and have that little small bedroom and have your freedom and your life than there is to think that you're cool and, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to get this money, I'm gonna get rich or die trying. You could do that, but I mean, look, we have a life to live. You know what I mean? And it's not about being scared or whatever. It's just about there's working hard for it, and then there's putting too much sacrifice on the line. If you feel like what you're about to do is potentially too much of a sacrifice, where you have more chances of facing the big thing than there is, then you probably shouldn't be doing it. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta work our way up. We just gotta work our way up to the top. It is what it is. I understand that I'm not hypocritical, so I do want to say, of course, there's other people that have businesses that are also involved, and you know what, and I'm not going to speak on it, but because y'all should know what I'm talking about. Well, if you don't, then you just it's not your time right now. Then come back to it when you come back to this video when you're ready. But yeah, like, there's plenty of people in businesses that are doing these things, and I understand that, and we don't know who's doing them or what's doing what, and I'm not a hypocrite, so I'm not going to say, well, this is bad, this is good. I'm not saying it's bad or good. All I'm saying is, if what you're doing has a bigger impact on you losing more than you're gaining, then it's not worth it. If you're potentially going to lose way more than you're going to gain from what you're doing, it's probably not worth it. And if you're going to do it, at least have a cover up or have some type of business or something, right? Because I mean, like, you don't want to you want your risk to be as low as possible, and this goes and vice versa. This goes for positive results too. if you're trying to obtain certain big goals, you need to put in more time, put in more effort. Not saying more effort, because that can verify, because if somebody's been, like, for example, boxing for years, they be boxing like it's nothing to you because you probably never boxed before, and they're just so experienced they could BS it and still be good. So it's not really about putting effort, but it's about putting time in and then just putting effort as you go. You don't really have to go full crazy, but just put in time. You know, learn it, educate yourself on whatever it is topic that you're trying to, gain on. Think optimistic, think positive results. More than likely, positive results will come. If you think something's not going to work out, what's going to happen is when things don't go the way you're supposed to, you end up quitting, you end up giving up, you end up not even want to go back to it because you remember and reflect on all those bad situations. Rather, just say, look, it's not my time right now. Let me just stop, take a break, come back to it. And you're thinking optimistic about it, thinking positively about it, you can potentially go back to it and make something out of it. That's going to finish up the reading for the Libras. As I did say, this reading can also be versatile, can be for everybody. So it doesn't really specifically you have to be a Libra to relate to these messages that I just spoke on, because I spoke on a lot of good stuff. You know what I mean? And I know it's good stuff because I got it from people that I know is good stuff. You know what I mean? I heard it. I was like, that's good stuff. I'm gonna bring it to my channel. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff daily. Zodiacs are on the way, and I will see you guys real soon.